Your daily anger. Bang! Anger. Bang!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Daily Anger Bang. My name is JC. Hopefully you guys are having a great evening. Before we get started, I've got to do one thing, and we've got to go live on Instagram and give everyone kind of an idea of what's going on here at the YouTube live show. This is kind of a big deal. This is something different. This is something that it's a journey. It's lesson learned. Shoot, I had my microphone apparently way over here yesterday. I had no absolute clue. Every time I talk to you folks over here, the video was just absolutely horrible. So we are working on some things. We're excited about tonight's show. This is the Friday night edition, but before we get too far into it, let's go ahead and just go a little live, on the old Instagram live, and just remind everyone that we're doing some other things, not just only on this beautiful night here on Instagram Live, but also on YouTube Live. It's something that I'm pretty pumped up and pretty excited about chasing down and conquering this thing. The show last night, quite honestly, turned out like pretty good for the most part. Like it was, kind of crazy. It's kind of shocking. It's really weird. If you're actually watching the YouTube Live show, let me know in the comments because I have no clue if anyone is watching. It is the weirdest thing in the world to absolutely like chase down. Again, if you guys are watching the Instagram live show, I would suggest leaving the Instagram live show and heading over to the YouTube live and just see if it works. I would be greatly appreciated. My hat is crooked for some darn reason, but I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if you guys can see it here in the on the YouTube live show or the Instagram live show. The boys over at golfbum.com hooked us up. They're the sponsor here on tonight's show, which is, they just launched their website, brand new website, looks absolutely beautiful. They're supporting the Aloha press and producing some pretty awesome gear. They've sent me a hat and a shirt to rock, and to be quite honestly, the stuff is really good. It feels good, looks good. It's just one of those things that us golf brands, you gotta stick together. You gotta be able to like survive, especially in this beautiful world. That you gotta be able to share customers. So that's the crazy thing is that's the one thing that I just it's so cool to see and really get involved with. So with that being said, it's we're like 3 minutes into the show. Another thing that I realized was I can freaking talk. I can talk way too goddamn long. That's for darn sure. It's one of those things that you look into the camera and you're not actually talking to anyone except yourself. And then I realized like how many conversations I've had with people where they looked at me like, good God, this guy just won't shut up. So let's get to the show. Let's get to the real content. What you guys actually want. This is the Honda Classic. Round 2's in the books. The No Name Classic. It's just I don't want to be mean about it, but it's one of those things that there's just not a lot of those headliners when you think about it. I mean, you got Aaron Wise sitting at 12 under, just playing absolutely incredible golf, shooting 64 on Thursday, Friday. Is absolutely in the mix and has the ability to just go get it done. I mean, to be quite honest with you, we made fun of him a little bit on the YouTube show earlier in the week, but it's he's being chased down by a couple of guys who I don't really know who they are, and it's kind of weird. But at the same time, I mean, you got Brandon Haggy, Matt Jones, both sitting at 9 under. To be quite honest with you, I have no clue who those guys are. But then you got Sam Ryder, Denny McCarthy, both at 8, 7 under. But the thing that I always get myself into trouble is I start talking about these guys and I realize that they are just going to fall flat on their face. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be rude, but it's one of those things that they just kind of sometimes get caught with their pants down, to be quite honest with you. So I think we got to give some predictions and go a little deeper in the field to make you realize that there are a bunch of guys who have a lot more experience than some of these guys like Russell Henley. who are kind of near the top, but at the same time, I mean, you got the current Open Championship, Shane Lowry sitting at 7 under after shooting a 67, 66, and then Camilo Villegas, dude, at one point in time was just, I think he was number 1 in the world at one point in time, playing really good golf round. But you got some of the older guys. I mean, you even got Stuart Sink at, currently at 5 under. Harry Higgs is sitting at 5 under. You got Zach Johnson, major championship winner, an Open Championship, Masters Championship. So you've got some experience down there. Even a guy who we haven't even talked a lot about, JB Holmes. I mean, I can't even. I think the last time he was relevant was back in, I'm gonna say 2018, to be quite honest with you. But you get Adam Scott, Joaquin Niemann, and Sung J M all sitting at 4 under. So it's one of those events that, PGA National is one of those golf courses. It's just absolutely, you never know what the weekend's going to hold, just because things can get crazy out there. The wind can blow. It's relatively close to the ocean. It's known to be in a challenging golf course. But at the same time, I was watching the coverage, and it was kind of fun. I mean, you got to see some of those names, grouped together, like Zach Johnson, Shane Lowry, and Phil Mickelson, who were just playing pretty good golf. I mean, let's get to let's get to a couple shots. It's I've only got one pulled up here. It's pretty much the only entertaining shot I could find. It's nothing like what we had yesterday when we had a guy literally taking his clothes off to get into a pond to hit a golf shot. I mean, what's better than that, right? I mean, I don't think there is anything better. I mean, maybe it's not a man. I don't know. I don't want to go down that. I don't want to go down that road. But if you guys are watching this on Instagram Live, we've actually switched over to YouTube Live. That's where we're going. You can actually see everything that's going on. I'm going to give you a little glimpse. Sorry for the YouTube folks. Looks like I think one person's actually watching it. So let's flip the camera, and you guys can actually see what the hell is going on. So I'm like here, and then we're over here on YouTube, and then I can do like weird things, like switch the camera angle, which is unique, and then you can even get a shot of what's actually going on my screen. So I mean, to give you guys just an idea, I mean, Shane Lowry is just playing his freaking ass off right now, and I gotta turn the volume off. YouTube will actually cancel my channel. Chips in. I mean, what the hell's going on? The Big Hefty. I mean, the Big Hefty Open winner, getting it done. So I mean, if you guys are watching this on Instagram, I would suggest going over to the YouTube channel. I mean, that would be my suggestion. It's going to be a little bit better production. We're going to be able to add in all kinds of different things. But with that being said, guys, have a great weekend. I mean, tomorrow night's going to be exciting for me, at least. It's the end of this challenge that I'm taking apart. I've got 1 day left, 75 hard. Tomorrow's 75, and not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to having a cocktail tomorrow night at midnight. To be quite honest with you, it's been 74 days. I'm itching. I'm really itching, which is probably not a good thing. But with that being said, guys, really appreciate you jumping on, watching the daily Anger Bang. And if you haven't already subscribed to our golf email newsletter, thealohapress.com, go check out golfbum.com. Great gear. Go support a local brand that supports us. So with that being said, guys, really appreciate it. Have a great night. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.